Yo, what is up guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video, and I wanted to make this one really short, really sweet, because the question that is definitely going to be asked among many people in the Call of Duty community and even outside of the Call of Duty community, for those that are possibly interested in getting the game or whatnot and things that they've seen. And I could tell you right now, I want to answer this question, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer good? And I will give you a short answer and fast answer, and I'm going to go into detail, in very simple detail here in the next 5 minutes, and that is the fact that yes, the game is very solid. And on top of that, now that the player base has been a little bit more balanced, now that everybody's pretty much got the game, and as the weekend progresses, it's going to get even better. The connection is better, the hit detection is better, and the thing is this: this Call of Duty, as solid as it is going to, for a lot of people, COD veterans and newbies alike, there's going to be quite a transition to deal with when it comes to this game. Because as every other Call of Duty game, every single Call of Duty has its own unique feel to it. And if you put in the way the health works and the time to kill and how you and how the maps are and the weapons and how you can use certain attachments you can't, the score streaks, and by the way, the score streaks seem to be buffed from the beta, which is definitely a good thing. So the score streaks seem to be solid. I haven't gotten to play with all of them, but all I can tell you is that the chopper is really good, and the or the helicopter, whichever one it is, and the Hellstorm missile is really solid. And obviously your UAVs and your counter UAVs are fine, but and I'm a level 24 now. I've been grinding the game, and I could tell you that the only thing that is keeping this game, to a certain extent, I mean, it's not really the game's fault, at least not consistently, so to speak. The only thing that a lot of people are going to be having a hard time with, whether they're Call of Duty veterans or newbies, is the fact that this game is going to, this game, I feel, is going to have the steepest learning curve, simply because of the little tiny things that they've implemented into the game. And when those things are combined, and when you put them all together, it's going to take some time. And the thing is this, like for instance, take myself with this weapon, for instance, right? One of the things that I love to do is I love to be able to use stock on assault rifles. Otherwise, it's a lot harder to get consistent kills and to rush and all that kind of stuff. But I stuck with it, played for hours. I put in about 5 or 6 hours in the game already. Played for hours, and the next thing you know, I'm doing what I normally do in Call of Duty games. And obviously right now it's a little bit harder to put up the numbers that you would normally put up, because again, like I said, every single Call of Duty feels different, and we're going through a transition phase into this new one right now. And on top of that, there's the health and all the in-betweens. And the thing is, this is a Treyarch game, and it is very popular. And from GameStop, when I went to pick up my copy, with all the number of pre-orders that they told me about and all that kind of stuff, I can assure you that there are a lot of people that are going to be playing this game, and a lot of Call of Duty people that stopped playing are back and they're playing this game, and there's a higher concentration of good players into this game. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's skill-based matchmaking. I could tell you right now, without a second's hesitation, like the last 5 straight games that I played, and I've been playing in early hours in the morning up until now to stop just to do this commentary. I have easily won my last 5 free-for-all games, and I played a lot of free-for-all too. So it's not like I've only played 10 free-for-all games. No, I've played hours worth of free-for-all already. And I could tell you that that there doesn't seem to be skill-based matchmaking in the game. There's a higher concentration of good players. Yes, you're going to run into a certain number of good players, absolutely. Sometimes when you play team deathmatch or team-based games, they're going to be playing together. Yes, absolutely. But that's not different from other Call of Duties. It's just that it's a new game. There's going to be good players playing it, and that's all. You're just going to kind of have to suck it up and deal with it. And as time goes on and as the weekend progresses, you're going to have much more balanced lobbies. Because as you guys know, the best players, or a lot of the really good players, will play really late into the night and early into the morning. And that happens with pretty much all game modes, and it's just something that you kind of have to accept. And the biggest thing that a lot of people are going to have to accept is the fact that this game has a learning curve to it, and it's a little bit more challenging than previous Call of Duty games. But with that being said, that doesn't mean that this game is not solid. The game is actually very solid. It's this game, personally for me, has been the most addicting Call of Duty experience for me in a long time, and I'm not even kidding. Like, I want to play this game all day, and especially now since I'm getting used to the game and how it feels and how the weapons feel and how the maps are and all that kind of stuff. I just want to keep playing more and more to see just how much better I can get, and just the fact that getting a kill in this game is a little bit more satisfactory than other Call of Duty games. Maybe it's because of the time to kill, or maybe it's because it's a Treyarch game and it's a brand new Treyarch game or whatnot. Whatever it is, it's got me hooked. And I know that a lot of people may not feel the same way, especially as of right now, because a lot of people are struggling and not a lot of people have the time that I have as of right now to play the game. But I can tell you, if you give yourself the time to go through the transition and just don't focus on what you used to do before in previous Call of Duties, don't focus on your favorite Call of Duty YouTubers or streamers that you're seeing that are playing the game and seem to be wrecking house or whatnot. Don't focus on that. Because remember, there's two kinds of Call of Duty players. There's the Call of Duty players that can get used to a game instantaneously and do well from the get-go. And then there's other people like myself, for instance, that they go through a transition. They get their asses handed to them. Sometimes they'll even go negative and all sorts of bullshit happens. But once we go through that transition, we start to wreck house too. And I've been going through it for the last 8 years with Call of Duty. So, but yeah, I just want to make this very brief video of a first impressions of Black Ops 4 multiplayer. Is it good? Yes. But you're going to have to go through that transition in order for you to get the full-on enjoyment out of it. Some people that play the game don't give a damn, and they enjoy it regardless, but other people are struggling. So this was also a video to give you guys a little bit of hope, and if I can go through it and become better, then you sure as hell can too. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. Any comments or questions, let them be known down in the comments section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.